There was one truth every German tanker believed. You do not lose to a Sherman. You might lose to a Tiger. You might respect a Panther. But an American M4 Sherman? That is not a serious threat. That is a machine built fast, cheap, and thin. A tank designed for factories, not battlefields. German crews mock it openly. They call it the Ronson, because it lights every time it's hit. They joke that you don't knock out a Sherman, you simply wait for it to burn. In mess halls and after-action reports, the verdict is unanimous. German armor is superior. German gunnery is superior. German crews are superior. And the numbers seem to prove it. A Panther's 75mm gun punches through a Sherman at over 2,000 yards. A Tiger's 88mm does it even farther. At those ranges, the Sherman's gun cannot respond. One shot, one kill. So the rule becomes doctrine. Engage at long range. Fire first. Destroy the American tank before it even knows you're there. For years this rule holds. Then comes 1944. Then comes France. And then, in the hedgerows and villages of Western Europe, German tank commanders begin sending reports that don't make sense. Reports of Shermans charging forward instead of retreating. Reports of American tanks swarming from multiple directions. Reports of Panthers destroyed at point-blank range. Reports of crews saying the same thing again and again. They just keep coming. And in that moment, Germany begins to realize something terrifying. The Sherman is not trying to be better. The Sherman is trying to be unstoppable. You are Staff Sergeant Lafayette Greenpool. You are 24 years old. You grew up in Texas during the Depression working oil fields and garages. You learn early how engines behave, how metal fails, how machines respond when pushed hard. You trust things you can fix with your own hands. When the war comes, you volunteer for the armored forces. By 1944, you are a tank commander in Company I, 32nd Armored Regiment, 3rd Armored Division. Your division's nickname is Spearhead, because you are always sent first. Your tank is an M4 Sherman. Not the upgraded one. Not the late war version. Just a standard, factory-built tank with a 75mm gun and armor you know will not stop a Panther shell. You command 5 men. A driver who feels the engine through his feet. A gunner who can load and fire in seconds. A loader whose arms ache constantly. A radio operator who keeps you connected to the rest of the battlefield. And you land in Normandy after D-Day. The beaches are secured, but the real fight is inland. The hedgerows turn France into a maze of kill zones. Every field is bordered by walls of dirt and stone. Every road is narrow. Every intersection could hide an anti-tank gun. German units are retreating, but they are still lethal. Panthers and Mark IVs wait hull down, engines off, guns trained on likely approaches. Strategically, this moment matters more than any duel. The Allies must break out of Normandy. If the armored divisions stall, the war drags on for years. Speed is everything. Momentum is everything. And the Sherman is built for exactly that. It starts every morning. It runs on fuel America can supply. It crosses bridges German tanks cannot. It is repaired overnight and replaced within days. German tanks are masterpieces. Shermans are tools. And now you are about to use one exactly as intended. It is late summer, 1944. Your column moves fast through northern France. Dust coats everything, your uniform, your throat, the inside of the turret. The engine roars beneath you, a constant vibration that never stops. Then the radio crackles. Enemy armor reported ahead. You do not slow. You know the rule. The Germans expect you to halt, deploy, and engage at distance. You do not give them distance. You order full speed. The Sherman lurches forward. Tracks bite into the dirt. Hedgerows blur past. The air smells of exhaust and crushed vegetation. At 1,500 yards, you spot them. German tanks moving in column. Panthers, Mark IVs, retreating but not panicked. At 1,200 yards, a turret turns toward you. At 1,000 yards, a flash. A shell screams past your tank, missing by yards. The sound cracks like lightning. You close the distance. 900 yards. 800 yards. This is suicide by German doctrine. You fire smoke. White clouds bloom across the field. Visibility collapses. You maneuver hard left. Your gunner fires. The Sherman jolts as the shell leaves the barrel. The round slams into the side of a Mark IV. Steel tears open. The tank erupts. Flames pour from the hatches. You do not stop. Another Sherman appears on your right. Another on your left. Radios chatter constantly. Orders overlap. Targets are called and reassigned in seconds. This is not a duel. This is a hunt. You swing behind a Panther. Its turret turns too slowly. Fire. The shell hits the rear armor. The Panther explodes, ammunition cooking off in a thunderous roar. Inside your tank, the noise is overwhelming. The gun blast punches your chest. Empty casings clatter across the floor. Sweat stings your eyes. German crews scramble. They try to reposition, to regain range, to re-establish the rule. They cannot. You are inside their formation now, firing every 6 to 8 seconds. Another shot. Another kill. By the time the smoke clears, the German column is gone, burning wrecks scattered across the field. And this is not a single lucky moment. Over the next 81 days, this happens again and again. Villages, crossroads, columns on the move, ambushes turned inside out. Your crew becomes terrifyingly efficient. You learn exactly how close you can get before firing. Exactly how fast you can maneuver without throwing a track. Exactly where German armor is weakest. By the time you reach Belgium, your tally is staggering. 258 enemy vehicles destroyed, 12 confirmed tanks, dozens of half-tracks, armored cars, and anti-tank guns. German after-action reports changed tone. No more mockery. Now there is confusion. Now there is fear. Then, on September 19, 1944, it nearly ends. Your Sherman crests a rise. A hidden German gun fires. The impact is catastrophic. Metal screams. The turret fills with smoke and sparks. Shrapnel slices into your legs. Pain explodes through your body. You collapse. Your crew drags you out under fire. Bullets snap overhead. The ground feels cold against your face. You survive. But your war is over. And even as you are carried away, the Shermans keep moving forward. Mid-roll seat. If you find this kind of forgotten military history as fascinating as we do, we'd be honored if you'd hit that subscribe button. We believe these stories of courage, sacrifice, and hard-earned truth deserve to be told. And by subscribing, you help us ensure they aren't forgotten. What Germany does not understand, until it is too late, is that the Sherman is never meant to fight alone. It is meant to fight as part of a system. Shermans move with infantry, with artillery, with fighter bombers circling overhead. When one tank is lost, another replaces it within days, sometimes hours. German commanders report a new reality. They knock out 3 Shermans. 5 more appear. They destroy a platoon. A company rolls through the gap. Fuel shortages ground Panthers. Mechanical failures sideline Tigers. Crews abandon vehicles they cannot repair. At the Battle of the Bulge, Germany makes one final gamble. Elite Panzer divisions surge forward through the Ardennes. They are stopped at crossroads by Shermans, by tanks that start in the snow, by crews who know that survival comes from movement, coordination, and speed. By the end of the war, German officers admit what they once refused to believe. The Sherman did not win because it was the best tank. It won because it was the right one. Lafayette Poole never returns to combat. His wounds end his frontline service, but not his life. He goes home. He works. He raises a family. He rarely speaks about the war. He dies in 1991 at 71 years old. Today, Shermans sit quietly in museums, smaller, plainer, overshadowed by Panthers and Tigers. But now you know the truth. Inside those thin steel walls were crews who broke an unbreakable rule. Men who proved that wars are not won by perfection, but by persistence. If this story moved you, please hit that like button. Every click tells the algorithm this piece of history is worth remembering. We're dedicated to rescuing these forgotten stories from the archives. If you want to join us on this mission, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Where are you watching from? Drop a comment with your city or state and tell us if someone in your family served. Thank you for ensuring that Lafayette Poole and the men of the 3rd Armored Division do not disappear into silence. They deserve to be remembered.